going to bring in the pre-sale influencers. So now we're talking to builders, designers, architects, cabinet planners. So really those that are kind of shaping the bigger projects, or they're working with consumers, helping them develop their remodel. And this is a really important part of future business for appliance teams. So we welcome in this audience. And our question for you on behalf of this audience is, what do you wish that they understood kind of earlier in the project process that could make it go a little bit smoother?
Probably the biggest thing is timelines and expectations. I know it's always hard in any kind of builder project or design project because so many little things could go awry, but we use, and we have for a while, we even have it on our website to kind of get, if someone's getting ready to start a project, a line item, expectations. Here's, the first thing you should be ready for. Here's, if you're doing a kitchen remodel, here's, if it's this size, this is what we think the time frame would be. A lot of people have unrealistic expectations, and we're very much in an era right now of wanting everything done right now. I'm guilty of it. I can say that too. I don't like to wait. I want things done right now. But just laying out the expectations and timelines right off the bat and being realistic is super important in projects.
And when do you like to have kind of that information? So a designer has a new client that's about to kick off a project. At what point do you like to start to have them start talking appliances with your team?
I think it's important right off the bat, at least to get a knowledge of what they are looking for, what they have looked at, what they've had before. They might not be picking those specific appliances right then, but to get a general knowledge is really smart right off the bat.
So I completely agree. And I'm on the same page. And I think these are great tips. And of course, the designer is going to say, well, all the subs and all the suppliers want us to talk at the beginning. But can you tell us of a pitfall, something that's happened in a project that if there's just earlier communication could have been completely avoided?
I would definitely say, if the customer already had something in mind and maybe that product wasn't available when it came to those last final steps of the project, that could either send your timeline out completely askew. If you had already decided, this is the Sub-Zero Wolf kitchen that I want, these are the exact products, we could purchase them. We could always set them somewhere, store them somewhere, and have that ready. That way that it keeps moving along as it should be, as opposed to, I'm just going to wait to the end. I'm sure you have it in stock, right? We all know that in stock can be very scary at any moment, any time. You could have 50 of them in stock and then nothing for months. So just being prepared and, purchase it early, get it done, store it somewhere. Just makes it a lot easier in the end.
Product availability is definitely surprising for those not in the industry. There is not a giant warehouse with 2,000 of every single product. You definitely need to, and that is more than ever has been very present. So another question that I have for you on top of for this audience is that the appliance industry changes a lot. And there's always new things coming out, new things to be known about. But these, architects, designers, and cabinet pros, they need to be aware of lots of industries. How do you recommend that they can stay better on top of changes in appliances?
I would say get with your local retailer, see what they have going on. We do, like I said, so many trainings. There's so many online tools and trainings that most of them could probably be a part of. There's a lot of good builder business programs online. I think just stop by your local retailer like us, the smaller guys, and check in and see, how you can partner. I think it's a really good idea.
So, and you said this to another audience, so I want to repeat it for this audience, do you do anything special at Idler's Home for designers and developers and these type of pre-sale influencers?
We have a lot of referrals that we do. Sometimes it's monetary. Some of our local ones that we work with a lot, we'll do some product exchanges, things like that. But the manufacturers themselves have great programs that they use for builders. You get cash back and things like that. So I say, don't be afraid to ask. If someone new came in tomorrow, that was a designer in the area, I'd be, happy to share some of our reps information, of course, asking them first, but just finding out, how can I get involved with this builder business program that they have.
Ask questions when you go in the showroom because you could be surprised at what there is to offer. So that's those great tips.